it's Amber from the Training Tool. Today I am going to show you how to make one of my favorite things that I used to eat as a child. And one thing that you need to have in your diet is something that is going to give you omega-3 fatty acids. Well, one of the fish that does that for you is salmon. And a lot of times people don't like salmon because they say it tastes really fishy and it's not their favorite. So maybe try it this way and see if cooking it a different way might be a way that you could like it and then get those omega-3 fatty acids into your diet. You really need to make sure you're having that weekly, and this is one of the ways to get that. So first I'm going to do it in the air fryer. This is my first time trying this, so when I come back we'll see if it's a disaster or not. But hey, you don't know till you try, so I'm doing it for you today on video. I am going to use my coconut oil, put it on a little paper towel, and I'm going to go ahead and grease my air fryer basket. Now, yes, it does have the non-stick coating on it, but the problem with that is your food still sometimes sticks to it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out of the equation by putting that coconut oil in there. Not too much, I'm not getting it too crazy. I'm just making it so that my patties won't stick to that. So this is one of the things when I was a kid, my grandmother, my great-grandmother made all the time, and I called them cookies, and they are so tasty. So I am taking the Royal Pink Wild Alaskan Pink Salmon. I'm going to dump that in. Now, I did drain it, and there are bones and skin in this, which I actually kind of like, so I'm leaving that in there. Then I'm going to add just an egg to give it a little bit of a binder. And the last ingredient is going to be some flour. Now, I put about a quarter cup in this. So I'm just going to kind of drizzle that in there, and see, I may not need to use that whole quarter cup. I'm going to take my hands, mush it all together, and I want this to come together so that it actually is a little sticky, so that's why I use the egg and a little bit of flour as the binder there. Keep in mind that you've got some fat in the fish, okay? That's also a great source of protein. And your egg is also going to give you some fat, not the omega-3 fatty acids, but just regular fat, and also some more protein. The flour is going to be your carbohydrate, and in that quarter cup of flour, it's about 100 calories with 22 grams of carbs. So not a whole lot of carbs in that flour. You definitely could have some more with this meal, in the form of maybe a salad or some vegetables. So once you get that all mixed together with your hands, it doesn't take very long. I'm just going to make little patties out of that, or cookies as I used to call them. So I'm just going to get it in there. Not make them too big, because remember, they have to go into the air fryer. Now, I will say, I'm wondering if I'm making a mistake here, but like I said, we'll find out. I did see in some other people's recipes that they added the panko breadcrumbs. I'm not going to do that just because that's not how I used to eat them, and that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to see if we can actually make these stick together and do what I want them to. Now, you can also season this up if you like. I've got some dill, some pepper, some pink Himalayan salt that I totally forgot to put in these, but I'm going to sprinkle on the top in a minute. So you can add anything you want in there. If you wanted to chop up some onion or add some other type of herb or spice that you like, feel free and go right ahead. Now, you have to be careful with the amount of oil that you use in your air fryer. These do need to have a little spray of oil on them, so I'm going to add that. All right, so I have a little Misto sprayer, and that's what I'm going to use with these. So I'm just going to pump that up and spray the tops here, so they get a nice little crispy brown crunch to them, hopefully. And then I'm going to take these and put them in my air fryer. When I flip them over, I'm going to spray the top. I'll come back in about 12 minutes to let you know how it's going. I'm going to put these in the air fryer at 390 for 12 minutes. All right, so here they are halfway through. So at 6 minutes, I stopped my air fryer. I'm going to flip these over. And always be careful when you get to this point, because you know, that's not going to work. Because you know your air fryer is hot. So don't burn yourself. So that's all I'm doing here, just flipping them over, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so they actually turned out good, even though I didn't put the panko breadcrumbs on them. You can see them here, they're nice and crispy. They've got a little brownness to them. So I'm actually excited to eat these. I think they're going to be delicious. So when I was a kid, they used to mix mustard and mayonnaise together as our dipping sauce, but now I know that's got more fat, and I don't need that because I have plenty of fat here in my meal. So I'm just going to use yellow mustard because that really doesn't have a whole lot of calories, and I like the taste of it. Also, if you are lucky enough to have the barbecue bin 455 sauce, this is a great thing to add to it as well as your dipping sauce on the side. Keep in mind that this does add more fat, so you need to just make sure that you balance that out in your day. A quick note of why you need the omega-3 fatty acids. Remember that omega-3 fatty acids are an essential fat, and our body cannot create that. We have to get it from the food we eat. So you need to make sure that you're including that in your diet on a daily basis. Just a little bit will do you. I'm not going to eat this entire plate. In fact, I'm going to tell you that this whole plate right here, as it is, has about 46 grams of fat in it, which would be more than enough for what I need for the entire day. So I'll probably eat just 2 of these patties. They have approximately 7.5 grams of fat in them a piece. Okay, so 2 will be sufficient for me. Remember that your omega-3 fatty acids are going to provide energy for your body. They're also going to help with functions of your cardiovascular system, your pulmonary system, your immune system, and your endocrine system. So we need them to be able to function well and properly. If you don't like salmon, here's some other places you can get it. Flax seeds, chia seeds, soybean, canola oil, walnuts, also from other cold water fatty fish like mackerel, herring, sardines, and tuna. So you've got many choices there that you can add into your diet. Remember, if you ever have any questions, shoot me an email. I'll be glad to help you out. Bye!